Seems like you can use the shoe here.
Sure.
That's one big shoe.
Do you want to land here, Chris?
Yes.
The witnesses aren't always giant statues, sometimes they're smaller ones too. And Buki is kind of smaller too.
Oh, my darlings, just look at your clothes. Something dreadful must have happened.
You don't know the half of it, Miss Paulina. Do you mind if we rest here for a while?
Of course, of course. Make yourself at home.
We should be safe here for a while. Thank you again, Mr. K. I don't know what we would have done if you hadn't saved us.
The action was consistent with my nature.
How do you mean?
I am not entirely sure. The relevant entries appear to be missing from my memory banks.
You're one of those witnesses, right? Do you know Paulina and Buki?
Buki? Oh, right. That's me. It's nice to meet you, dearie. For the first time? Maybe?
I do detect something familiar about them, but I cannot recall our specific relationship.
Me neither. Although there's at least one thing we know for sure. I was definitely not your stylist. Although I wouldn't mind finding out who was.
Interesting.
While I appreciate all the catching up, I think we should allow CrisTales and her friends to sleep.
Thanks, Matthias. We'll resume in the morning. Alright, that's enough rest. We still need to get those mineral samples to Mr. Rojo at the cathedral.
If that is where you're headed, then I shall accompany you.
Great! I knew we could count on you, Kay.
What exactly makes you want to follow us around?
I have unfortunately lost the data that was supposed to be stored in my memory banks. I will need to begin accumulating replacement knowledge about the world as I search for the cause. I am certain I was created with a purpose. I wish to discover what it was.
So, you want to find out more about who you are and why you lost your memories? I suppose that makes sense. Just try not to get in our way.
There is no need to worry. I have significant combat capabilities.
Yep. JKR-721, the android. He's also one of the witnesses.
Have a safe trip, my darlings. Feel free to come back anytime.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that all the witnesses are kind of like robot-type creatures. He's level 17. He doesn't have MP. Interesting. Yeah, it is the max of three in your party at the moment. I mean, period. It's max of 3 in your party. And we're probably have to go through the mines as well. Wait, what?
Monsters! What are they doing here?
They must have found their way here from deeper in the mines.
This will serve as a good opportunity for me to demonstrate my capabilities.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to go.
My style of combat is different than that of a typical human. My body is constantly being supplied with crystal energy, so I do not use mana. I have great speed and stamina, allowing me to strike many times whenever I attack an enemy. However, whenever I attack or use a skill, my heat level rises.
Yep.
As it rises, I become stronger, but there is also a risk of overheating my systems. Let us proceed to a demonstration. Press the button each time I begin to glow to trigger additional attacks. You did well.
Oh, interesting.
Whenever I attack or use a skill, my heat level rises. As it rises, I become stronger, but I run the risk of overheating myself. I also possess the ability to change the positions of enemies. By using my juggle skill, I can
Interesting.
move this enemy to the other side of the battle.
That's cool.
Now, let me demonstrate my impact strikes. For this attack, press the button repeatedly. Try to keep the indicator in the yellow area for maximum damage.
Oh! I get it. Interesting. So you have to keep tapping it repeatedly.
Now, let us finish disposing of these errant monsters.
Like how he did all that and it didn't kill a single enemy. You're a full, it's even dealing damage, you're a full HP, but I was just because it was a tutorial for his abilities. So, something happened, you keep in mind, is that we're...
Hello, Mr. Rojo. We brought the mineral water.
Well, I see you're as good as your word. It's nice to see that someone around here is.
How long do you think the repairs will take?
I don't imagine it should be too long. Just hold on tight. And there we have it. Good as new.
This is impressive handiwork.
It worked! The mural is fixed! CrisTales, why don't you try approaching the altar now?
It is fixed, it doesn't look any different. Did I admit, I think I just wasn't seeing it correctly.
It's working!
So now what does she get?
That leaves just 2 more cathedrals to visit. One in Cinder.
Oh,
and
we
one
are
in
going to
CrisTales.
Cinder.
Although, I think we still have a little bit of unfinished business here. Uncle Wilhelm, there you are.
Oh, hi, Risa. What are you doing here?
She just said she was looking for me. What is it, Risa? Is everything okay?
Not exactly. The memorial service for Mom is about to start. But I'm worried that our dear Auntie Rhallus is going to try something. Lucio and I haven't found any concrete evidence to use against her yet. But after what we all saw in the museum, I just know she had something to do with Mom's death.
I see. CrisTales, I knew Gladys for a long time. She was more than just a close friend. She was like a sister to me. I'd really like to attend this memorial service. And maybe we can help straighten out whatever's going on with them.
Say no more, Maestro. We understand. And Risa, of course will help. Great. The memorial service is being held at the Oroitz mansion on the north side of town. I'll see you all there.
I bet.
Oh, Master.
Sorry to disturb you.
Oh, where did you find this book?
Do you recognize it?
I do. This was Gladys's diary. But I thought it had been left to Arvo and Irva, the twins.
The twins?
Indeed, that's why I wondered where you found it. I assumed they would have kept it safe.
We found it inside the museum, destroyed.
I see. And you found it burned?
What is it?
It's Arvo and Irva. I'd heard they were asking about the forbidden collection at the university. Specifically about the unknown arts.
The unknown arts?
Forbidden magic. Necrotic magic. Magic that plays with the life force of others. binding it to use in twisted ways,
Bring
like
the
bringing
dead.
the dead back to life.
Why would they try and burn it?
A sacrifice, perhaps? A powerful connection to a powerful spirit? Or just to change its appearance?
More importantly, how do we open it?
Only in a very peculiar way. You need Gladys's ring to open it. Gladys never preferred traditional methods. I would suggest you look at the university. Maybe you can find some clue as to what they might have learned.
That's not much to go on.
It's all we have. Thank you, Mother Superior.
I hope you managed to find what you're looking for, Master Wilhelm.
Okay.
I hate that Risa. She barely even goes to Mass, but was still always Mom's favorite.
Wait. Oh. Are you the...
I told you.
I wonder if that's the younger sister.
I'll see you all there.
I recognize some of these things. Normally when I pass by a city, all the people and things have disappeared into the flow of time.
Maybe this is a strange question, Mr. K, but does that mean you don't have any friends?
I have had many friends, but it is not the same with me as it is with you. Once I really know a person, that is enough for me. Then I move on.
That sounds really sad.
I don't feel that way. After all, humans have such short lives that there are always new people to know.
So we're looking for clues?
Yes! Yell if you see a large box labeled clues. That'll be it. Let's search around.
There is nothing of interest.
Oh, come on.
What's this?
A projector. Could be worth watching. Not in its current state, though.
Matthias?
Leave it to me.
Why do you have to interact with it first and present?
Perfect state, as expected. Let us return it to the present.
A projector with Gladys's image.
A hologram. A recording from the past. Of Gladys and the twins, it appears.
Activate it! Activate it!
So there you go. Do you have the ring?
Huh?
It appears it's been partially corrupted.
Where did you put the book, Irva? I hid it in the museum, idiot. No one will look for it there. Are you sure? Pretty sure. Besides, after I burned it, it looked like every other piece of old trash. What about the ring? You'll love this. What? You know the statue in the middle of the plaza? Obviously. I stuck it in a small hole under one of the pillars. No one is going to find it there. Nice. Huh? Wait, we left this thing on.
The projection ends there.
So the ring is in the statue in the middle of town?
That doesn't seem too difficult.
Let us go, friends.
Okay. They watched the recording of Gladys, and they ended up recording themselves after that recording. Oh, that statue.
Must be around here.
Oh,
Well done, CrisTales. Will you do the honors?
of course, Maestro.
Let me take a look at it.
I decided to try again today. They're my children. I can't give up. I'll get through to them, no matter what it takes. I had another discussion with Arvo and Irva today, although it turned into more of a fight, to be honest. I tried to talk to them, but they just wouldn't listen. Still, I've got to find a way to get through. I'm at my wit's end. I'm not entirely sure what to do. I think I'm going to try putting them in charge of the new renovation fund I'm establishing. Maybe if they see for themselves how our money is improving the city, it will change their perspective. I told Arvo and Irva about the fund. For the first time in a long time, they didn't argue. Maybe we are making progress.
Seems like their relationship was bumpier than they let on in public.
This also seems like an unlikely way for a dispute to be resolved.
I agree. This probably wasn't the end of their troubles.
So, what should we do now?
Perhaps we should speak with the Mother Superior again. And tell her we were able to open the diary.
Okay, so that's another progression there. Oh, he...
I don't really like being in places this crowded.
They appear to be mourning someone. I have observed this behavior previously.
Gladys must have been a pretty important person. It feels almost like the whole city is gathered here.
She was the head of the Oroitz family. She had a kind heart that cared for everyone, without distinction. And she always put the well-being of Talira first. She was a good friend.
Shh, it's starting.
Family and friends, we have come together today to mourn the tragic loss of our beloved matron, Gladys Oroitz. May her soul find peace in the warm arms of the lady. Lady Gladys was an inspiration to us all. I'm sure we each have many stories of her selflessness and kindness. So today, although we mourn, we should also try to celebrate a life well lived. I ask that everyone please come together, take a moment, and share your happy memories of Lady Gladys with each other. Knowing her, I'm sure she would rather be remembered with smiles than with tears.
So what do we do now? Let's go talk to Uncle Lucio.
Hey, who are you?
When I said I wanted to study in the university, she was the first one to encourage me. She was always like that, bringing out the best in people.
I remember how she was always kind to everyone in town. She even brought me medicine when I was sick.
She was a great teacher. We're going to miss her. It's too bad that only memory...
Oh, we can walk here too.
Gladys always used to say she wasn't a fan of the war, and she always greeted returning soldiers with the warmest of smiles. I can almost see her now.
I'm glad none of those Sindarians came. I simply don't understand how Gladys could have been so sympathetic towards them.
She was a good person.
Oh, you talk about her. Yeah, okay. There's twins. Joseph's not here.
I hate that. There's a picture in the altar.
Yes. A picture of Gladys.
She seems... I'm sorry, Will.
You won't get anything from that diary! Besides, it's not like anyone will believe you.
I can't believe I used to teach you kids.
Oh, is that Professor Wilhelm I see? I'm sorry about before, and I believe we haven't been properly introduced. Gladys and I exchanged so many letters over the years that I recognized you instantly. Didn't she have a phrase? A towering intellect in little boys' overalls.
I'm gonna use that.
I have to say, you did an excellent job educating the children. If only Gladys had focused on their manners a little bit more. Anyway, you're welcome to join us during the memorial, but try to not talk too much. It would be rude under the circumstances. I hope you will come by the house for dinner at a more appropriate time.
I definitely will.
I heard tell she's even JaidynReiman.
Master Wilhelm, did you manage to find a way to open the book?
Indeed. We found the ring and managed to open it.
Wonderful. But could I trouble you with something else?
Of course.
Could you give me that book, please?
Huh?
That book is the last memory of my dear friend Gladys. I would like to keep it in honor of her.
I suppose it's for the best. You can have it.
Oh dear. Thank you. I want you to have this. Perhaps you'll find greater use for it.
I guess that's all we're going to learn from the book.
Yes. Let's resume following our other priorities.
So glad you could make it, Wilhelm. It would have been
Are all the attendants ready, my sweet puffs?
Oh. Yep, Rhallus isn't here. Wait a minute, what? Okay, yeah, that's right.
Master Wilhelm, I'm happy you made it. Gladys would have wanted you here.
I'm glad I made it too. Risa let me know what was happening. Have the two of you made any progress on your investigation into Rhallus?
Some. Supposedly she was Gladys's cousin, who had been living abroad. Almost no one here seems to remember her, although both the twins vouched for her. I checked and I was able to find some holdings in her name, but I couldn't find anyone who actually recalls seeing her there. No one saw her kidnap Franny either. If we were to confront her now, it would just be our word against hers. And that's where the trail runs cold, I fear. I would ask Gladys about her, but one can't interrogate the dead.
Maybe there's something I can do to help with that.
How so? What do you mean?
I think that's Lady Gladys I see in the past. I may be able to use time magic to find out what she's saying.
Leave it to me, CrisTales.
Interesting. Yeah, so now, of course we had to do it, but...
It warms my heart to see the city prospering like this. My children seem to think I'm invincible, but I won't be here to guide them forever. I suppose there's only one thing left to do. Time to go finish that will I've been working on.
Will.
I should probably tell Mr. Lucio about this.
CrisTales, did you learn anything useful?
I think so, Mr. Lucio. Did you know Lady Gladys left a will?
I knew she started working on one, once, but not what became of it. My friends, we now have a special announcement. Lady Rhallus wishes to address the group.
Oh. So what's Rhallus gonna plan?
Today is indeed a very sad day.
Hey, that's the bird lady I saw. I think.
But the Oroitz family must move forward. I'm sure that is what Gladys would have wanted. And to that end, we do have some business that needs to be resolved. The family needs to choose a new matriarch. Before her tragic death, my dear sister Gladys made me promise that I would take care of the family if anything happened to her. She was quite insistent that the family fortune be protected and stay within the family. So, it is with a heavy heart that I nominate myself for the role.
That woman kidnapped my Franny.
And she plotted with the Empress.
And she...
Wait, what? Bookie, are you saying you saw what happened?
Yes. No? Maybe.
Came out of a portal?
I think. I'm sorry, dear.
Maybe Rhallus disassembled her to prevent her from telling the story.
If we can find the missing components, I think it should be possible to repair her.
Wow, Kay. Talk about being reliable.
Do you know where the rest of your body might be, Miss Bookie?
I'm not entirely sure, but I can still feel around them a bit. They're somewhere salty.
Mines.
And dark and full of monsters. Not very pleasant.
That sounds like the depths of the salt mines. Let's go check it out. Just hold tight, Gladys. We won't let this woman ruin your legacy.
I will wait for you.